Maybe I should have done my hair before I started streaming, but it's not what I decided to do. I wonder if it's a little hot in here. Perhaps I'll endure. All right, so we're back to work, huh? It's been, I think, nearly 2 months. Took myself a nice little break. Almost every day. Well, maybe not every day, but I don't really take a lot of time off, so it just felt so nice. I just had to let it keep going. All right, let's see. Let's make sure this is up. Make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. Then we got this one. What about here? Ooh. No double audio though, please. Okay, there we go. And then this one goes where? View stream. Oh, there we go. Man, I haven't done this in a while. Let's go grab some water. I'll be back in a second. Okay. So, it's time to take a gander at this with a little bit of background of the radiator. Let's see. Now, I'm mostly interested in writing this part right here. And I wonder... So it's kind of a story within a story. I'll tell you what. One of the... Man, should we play music? I feel like if I play music, I'm being weak. Let's not be weak for a little bit. Okay. No, Atticus. No, is this it? A and B? Oh, these are PDFs. So I think we can delete these, actually. I think these are tests. Where did we put... Wow. This is interesting because someone had predicted that... Someone had predicted that the book would get finished in 200 streams. I'm wondering if that's actually going to happen or not. put this. Whoa, kitten. Whoa, kitten. Don't you dare distract me, kitten. I forgot that I had you to distract me. Hey, kitten. Good to see you, kitty. Good to see ya. Can you guys see kitten? There she is. Wonder if that works. Do I need one more? There you are. Everyone can see you. Look how fluffy this kitty is. Oh, Charlie Gill. She just hears me talking. That's what it is. Because you want to have a general conversation online. And so she hears me talking and she's like, all right, if you really want me to. You really putting yourself out there. Yeah, now she goes away. She thinks she's doing something. Profile. Where did we put... Now the question is, what is the most up-to-date version of this? Ooh. Just my DARPA project. No, that one's old. I think this is it. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so... You know what? I'm probably better off just opening up Photoshop. And then... Actually, let's close Photoshop, open it again. It would be the most recent projects. Oh, goodness, I can't believe I'm in this situation. I could risk productivity. I got to be better organized. For the next book, I have to be way better organized. Sorry. Sorry. All right. Oh. Oh, boy. There we are. I'm so sorry. All right, so we close that. And now, let's see. Let's open up Photoshop. And empty the trash. Take out the trash. The trash. Oh, is this connected to this? That's so weird. Should not be connected.
Bluetooth device 2 disconnected.
Okay, much better. Mucho better. Okay, yeah, so we got final countdown. Oh, wow. So that's the final split, the final countdown. And then we have story A and story B. 1 year ago? Oh, my God. That is not 1 year ago. That was... that was a few months ago. Oh, my goodness. Can I open up more than one? Big war scene. That's another one. What do we got on here? Okay. Ooh, here we go. All right, cool. All right. I was out here doing some work. I forgot I did this work. That's why you just got to get through the work, man. You can't remember everything. Man, you just can't remember everything. You can't make everything amazing. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Things you need to do and things you need to know in the city. What do we got here? Okay, we are up. Cool. So we got that aspect, and then let's open up recent story A and story B. Kept it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Is this updating? It doesn't look like it is. Sorry, guys. It's showing an old version, an old wooden ship from the Civil War era. Story A, and then we got story B. Ooh, I'm all of a sudden starting to feel better. Ooh. And then we have, what was the other one? Final split countdown. I think this is the one I want. I think there's a more up-to-date one. No, this isn't it. It's the one with the ones. All right. It's this one. Man, you can never... It's never going to be perfect. You just got to commit to putting the damn thing out. Where do we got here? Yeah. Okay. Yup. All right. We're going to have to look at that again. That's going to be tough. Yeah. What, kitten? No, kitten, I can't play with you. You're so fickle. When you see me working on other things, you want to hang. Well, guess what, kitten? I have a life, and some of it has nothing to do with you. Don't lick my water bottle at the mouth part. Why are you so weird? Tech. A tech scene. Then a map. Okay. And then just... Man, that wide shot, you might have to let it go. I don't know. You could probably do it with a double wide shot in space, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. The story kind of, yeah, it just doesn't, it's just not very grounded. I gotta ground it for all the people who don't like to think. Yeah, if I make a book that people who don't like to think enjoy, then more people can enjoy it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hey. Hello, Gray Fox. Hello, Gray Fox. Hello, Gray Fox. Good to see you. I love the Mud Pillow and Clean Pillow War, though. Mostly the Mud Pillow Invasion. That's like a cool thing. I guess that's really the big thing that happens in here. Because there's side plots and subplots, but they kind of meander a little bit. This stream should be named With Fresh Eyes. With fresh eyes only, under the sunlight. Yeah, I don't know why I was always intimidated by the same. Yeah, we gotta flush this one out. Welcome to this place. And it's also kind of boring a little bit. It's just like the old style of like up and down. I mean, it's not too bad. I do a lot of splash pages, but the splash pages aren't for dramatic moments. They're just kind of things that I made. So I think that the literacy, like panel literacy, needs to step it up a little bit. You know, why are we looking at this panel? Why are we looking at that panel? And allowing this basically exploration that I've done in this alternative world, you know, can be something that can be enjoyed. It's not a lot of reading. I don't know if we'll end up with more reading or not. You know, it'd be kind of interesting if Oliver said basically nothing. Maybe only said like a couple of things, which would make her talking even more significant. So you'd be like, why is she saying that? And I also think we need to change the introduction of Charta to an extent. Like, we got good stuff here, but we gotta add him in here, and he needs to be a more developed like storyline. This might actually be more of a story about Charda. It can be, right? There's just different places you can go with it. But we also have what we have. We have this discovery. It would be nice if the reason why the space cats were there made better sense. It's kind of like a broad thing. It would be maybe a neater story if they were supposed to bring him back with them, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, because the discovery of the two is, I don't know. And all the him being born by the deity, it just gets messy. If you just connect the deer god with the mud pillows, then you're good. Like, I think adding that concept of like anthropomorphic, divine, like storyline is just like too much. You kind of have to, like, with the divine, I think you just kind of have to put a drop of it in there, like on a canvas that's all white. You just a drop of red. Happy to be back. Yeah, so we got this stuff here. And so the interesting thing is, I wonder, how in the world do we approach this, huh? Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with eyes wide open. It's actually arms wide open, but I'm saying it this way because it goes with what I'm looking at. Okay. So, okay. Okay, cool. All right, so what are we going to draw? What are we going to draw today? There's a few things we could do. Let's look at the pages in the book. Let's see if there's anything that really needs. We'll just touch up. That's what we'll do. We'll touch up until we get where we need to be. All right, so then we got this page. Yeah, this panel needs to be developed. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Don't even delay, yo. Just do it. All right, let's do it then. Cool. All right, then we got this guy. So it's this guy and that guy. I can see why I was avoiding this drawing. This is pretty mundane. It's just a conversation. No. Let's move this to the tablet. All right, and away she goes, huh? God, it's been a while. Do I even know how to draw anymore? I think I forgot how to draw. Oh, frick, man. Could maybe put some music on. This is where I would let the viewers decide what I listen to. I guess, you know, the difference is like, I like some music that motivates me is music that I listened to when I was probably the most inspired when I was a kid, a teenager. And where are we at here? Oof. No, they not like us. Okay. What do we do here? Where are we gonna play the music? Can I play from here? You know what stinks is that I want to listen to copywritten music. And if I do that, I kind of don't care though. But I kind of do care. Well, you know what's interesting is I can't imagine the commentary has as much value as opposed to the actual drawing that I'm doing. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe one day, but I think I'm overthinking it if I'm thinking about that right now. All right, so let's listen to. Man, would you guys be okay if I listened to some Linkin Park? Probably lose some of you. You know, I never liked that Reanimation. That was cool. Ah, the output isn't right. Okay. Output should go to this guy. There we go. It starts with one thing. Hey, Bob. You know, Bob, at some point, you're going to have to commit to a name because I won't know who you are. Anyone could be a Bob. Let's bring the music over here. This is so corny. Okay. So what? We got a conversation here. Okay. Come on. Where are you at here? Why are we not on this? Oh, it's not reading my stylus. I've been gone so long that my stylus isn't linked up with my machine. That's wild. Yeah, the device isn't there. No weapon connected to your computer. Wow. I wonder if... Wow. I didn't even consider this could be a problem. I wonder if that'd work. Aha, it worked. Wow. I'll tell you what, the computer experience used to be very irritating when I was younger because of compatibility issues, and things just work more now than ever. Maybe it's the business of compatibility. It isn't much of a business anymore. There it is, and it's connected. All right, beautiful. Ooh, the frustration I get for no reason. Yeah, let's keep it just the Cintiq. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, because they'll still host my videos. Oh. All right. Leica, have you seen... well, he wouldn't say Leica, have you seen The Last Hamster? It would be Leica. It would be more like Leica. So maybe there's a panel before this. Oh, the old school stuff. Where he says Leica, Leica. Mm. Yeah, like it actually kind of doesn't really communicate what I'm looking for specifically. So we got to do something else to communicate that stress. Maybe some more sweat beads help. There's got to be something else. I guess stress lines. Also, I guess I could make the whole face dark. And so we could do it like this. Maybe there's something we can do here. Probably could have done without drawing on top of that. I want to feel like I'm somewhere I belong. What a nice thing to say. What a nice thing to do. Be somewhere you belong. Ooh, what happened there? Might be the opacity, maybe? Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Okay, so stress lines. So maybe really what we could do is just make it all black. I don't know why Photoshop's doing that. Should probably figure it out. Ah, it's still not enough. Wonder if we can do anything like this. That actually kind of works. Wonder if we can do one more just to make it weird. There we go. Alright, I was looking for something. Where are we at here? Okay. Should we highlight the eyes? Let's try it. Who knows? It might work. Like this. Something like this. Does that work? It's kind of messy. I think it doesn't need the... I would say you don't need the white highlight. It doesn't... It kind of does do something. Ooh, I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Thoughts. Fujo Bear! Ah, Fujo Bear. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see your name up on there. Happy to be back, my friend. All right. Okay. Maybe we go even closer to the face. Maybe that'll do it. That might be it. It might be a framing issue. So actually, I'm going to go pretty deep on this then. It doesn't really communicate. I feel like I'm overdoing it. Oh, regardless. Let's merge all this stuff. Merge. Okay. So I think it's the framing. I think maybe it would be better if we were closer in. What do you guys think? Feels like it's been forever. Missed the mud pillows. Yeah, it has been a while. It has been a while, but I had to figure some stuff out. Charlie was just in my lap. Right, Charlie Gill? Where you at, Charlie Gill? Charlie Gill! No? How long have I been going for? 30 minutes? Alright. I don't think this communicates what I... maybe like this. And then where do we put the term Leica at? Let's do this. Let's cut this off. Make this a separate layer. And then we'll go... I kind of like the idea if the eyes are offset, though. Maybe that'll add to it. Just the idea that something stunned them. You know, I don't want to leave no mysteries. I think when I started this book years ago, yeah, there we go. Offset the eyes, but I think have them be balanced. Yeah, and then actually there needs to be a little more symmetry in the face. That actually might be throwing it off, as funny as it is to say. Okay, let's bring this over. Like this. I actually like that extra shadow. So I might need an extra shadow on there. And that looks like a match about. Let's see. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Let's try it. Let's do a layer where we kind of just put... You know what, though? If we're going to put another shadow, I think we put it in the center of the face. There we go. I don't know what that says, but this feels like it would say the right thing. Right, Chester? What do you think, buddy? And the rest of the people who wrote songs for Linkin Park? Okay. It's already kind of working. Hopefully everything's good. Did you watch the Super Bowl? No, I did not. I was rooting for the Lions, and then when the Lions fell off, I didn't watch the Super Bowl anymore. But I'm happy to see that quarterback, what's his name, Jalen Hurts for the Eagles, win a Super Bowl. I kind of, if it's not my dynasty, the Patriots were winning for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, it is nice to kind of see the league rotate the Lombardi Trophy. Not that there's just one Lombardi Trophy. It's not the Stanley Cup. Stanley Cup concept is pretty cool, right? Like, there's only one Stanley Cup, so it passes around. I like those concepts. Those used to be more popular at a certain point. You ever, like, go to a high school and there's, like, some trophy with a shoe or something that the school's rivalry... the school rivalry had for, like 70 years. Like, that's cool. I like that kind of stuff. Oh, this song is definitely big time owned. Okay. Where we at here? No, we're not here. What in the world? Okay. Oh, it just didn't do it, huh? So it's got to be on this level? God bless it. Doesn't give me the results I want, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so this is funny to me. We kind of just have to crank through it. I can't spend a ton of time on this panel. You know what I should do? Those 5-minute panels. All right, see you later, Bob. Thanks for hanging. Bob out. I love Bob. All right. Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, you know what it is? It's because I've swallowed up the cheeks. So I moved the cheeks on the character. The cheeks are pretty low, but I brought them in here. So I have to figure out how to compromise. I have to make that make sense. Is Mud is good still going strong? May I ask? Has anything changed since you were gone? Not too much has changed. But yeah, no, I think let me turn this down. I think that I'm going to change the title of the book, but no, I mean, I've just been working on this, but I've also been planning other things for Conformity Farm in general. I really want to do animation after the book's done. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what that looks like. So I actually did a lot of experiments with moving large sets of data around and then rendering them and like testing what these compositing workloads look like. It may sound like nothing big, and it's really not anything big, but it's something I had to figure out, like with the type of hardware that I have, what those types of transfers are going to be like, what would be the best way to go about it. Yeah, it's just stuff I had to figure out because here's the thing. It's a lot of the stuff with me is figuring out how to capture these moments or these kind of like marathons of creativity that I have and then bottling them up, because what happens is for these longer form projects is that that I run out of steam in a sense, or like I lose, I just get exhausted from the workload. And there's a lot of ways to go about doing that. I can relieve myself of a lot of the workload in a sense. And I've set some stuff up actually that helps with that fixes that problem. So I basically took a step back from Conformity Farm and looked at it from far away. I took some time off, and then before I got back on the tablet, I got a perspective on things. But I also secured a lot of other things too. So I just needed to make this more stable of a place to build a foundation from. So when I started these streams about a year ago, I was flying by the seat of my pants. And I just wanted to grab an hour out of my day to be productive. And I was able to do that, and it was great. But 1 hour is definitely not enough. 2 hours isn't enough either. I'm trying to figure out where that sweet spot is. It might be 3 hours. 3 or 4 hours. I mean, I was kind of doing that before. It was like 4-hour sets. I'd like end the stream and go do something. I wonder if it's cool if I just leave the stream up. Like if I plan on streaming all day and I want to go do something, like go to the gym or something, I'll just keep the stream on, and then I'll come back and then I'll just keep streaming. Cause yeah, I don't know. I wonder if I think that's a good idea. I think, therefore I'm smart. And also, I probably have about 45 minutes in the morning. But I have very early mornings now. My life has shifted a lot. Right, Charlie Gill? Right, Charlie Gill? Don't you think my life be shifting? Yeah? Yeah, you think my life shifting? I like that she talks to me. Oh, yeah, I do have ads. You want me to play an ad? Let's see. Where are we at here? Is it an amount of time? See, I'm at 40 minutes. Let's get to an hour, and then I'll roll an ad. You know, I found an ad too to roll, so I should be putting all that stuff together. I mean, I was looking through old animation too that I had that can still be put into shorts, so I'm pretty stoked on that. There's a lot of cool stuff coming. I just got to figure out my balance. So it's like I'm kind of like going to the gym again. Like, you know, I have to get in here and start building up my ability to draw and the clarity of what I'm doing. See, his cheeks would actually be down here. I hadn't really solved this issue. Let's merge these, and then let's try another layer, and let's see what it looks like. Just putting them right on there. What if we just put them on like this? Wonder what that does. Is that funny? Yeah, I might have to drop the mouth a little bit and then put these giant cheeks on them. Yeah, with the gym, I know. I really got to get my active life together. Look at me, I'm dying. Okay. So let's go like this. And then we'll move this down to match. Okay. All right, let's do it. These are the kind of grown-up decisions I have to make. Cut all that drawing off because it works better. All right, let's get rid of this. Yeah, we can have that. Yeah. I wonder if this is stream 200. No, this is stream 189, I believe. Someone predicted that stream 200 would be when the book gets finished. I'm curious if that's going to work out. Depends how good the streams are, really. Okay. Was I really into Linkin Park? We should listen to the first Linkin Park. See if I can get some of those old feelings I had when I was really young and ambitious and was wishing I was doing this with my life. Hybrid Theory. That album was a big deal to me. That was really cool when this came out. I was like, what the hell? Someone let me borrow their CD. You were really big in the gym, and are you restarting point tonight? Taking it slow? Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I had a few things I had to figure out in my personal life to get together so that this wasn't as much of a risk, if that made sense. I had to make some deals and stuff like that, so oh, where am I talking? Just everything. Man, okay, cool. Must have gotten over the break. Yeah. No, I gotta get. Yeah, I wonder how often I go to the gym in general. As of recently this year, not that often. All right, multitasking is getting me. Okay. What monitor am I? Oh, I see. Okay, we can get through this. Come on, merge, baby. Okay. Okay, and then do we keep the cheeks the same? Dang. Damn. No, that's not gonna work either. Ah, must have gotten over the break. Must have forgotten over the break. Yeah, I don't know what that's referring to. What do we do here? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop the opacity, and I'm just going to draw it again. Let's see if we can get a nice version of this out. So we'll do the same idea. Yeah, because he is a pillow. We'll do this thing. And then we could put the wording right here. Yeah, let's do this one. Yeah, and then we can start to build up from here. Actually, this will end up working out. Is this 100? Oh, you know what it is? It's not full black. Dang it. That's important. God bless it. Yeah, it won't do it. Dang it. That's all right. A little rusty. All right, there we go. This song doesn't have the same rage impact that it used to have on me. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Interesting. There we go. Alright, I'm finally getting into my flow. Get out of here, kitten. What if we actually give him definition in his eyes? Could be kind of interesting. Because you never really know what they look like up close, you know? Ooh, there's a way to... Oh, this original eye really had it together, didn't it? Yeah, I bet. Yeah, this song just doesn't do it for me like it used to. Thanks, Fujo Bear. I appreciate it. What was I listening to around the same time? Sparked some nostalgia. Toxicity? Oh, this song was so fresh when it came out. Alright, it's going to take some time to build up, but I got the flow of what I'm trying to do here. That's what I was worried was going to take a long time to come back, but I got it now. Activity, the toxicity of our city, of our city. Eating seeds is the best time activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. Sacred silence! I don't really feel that part that well. It's cool, but it's a little too... I mean, it is like 8 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. Wow, wow, wow. Something needs to inspire me. Inspire me. Once we get to an hour, I'll put an ad on. And then I'll go get an ice cream sandwich and get fatter. Eating seeds is the best time activity. The toxicity of our city, No! What are you all about? I don't even know the words. Oh, yeah. Jay-Z and Linkin Park collab. Hey. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh, it was like a 20-minute album. It made sense. It was a good move for Jay-Z. Huge fan base. Made me aware of him. You know what's interesting? I guess that got me to listen to Jay-Z. Yeah, Linkin Park might be too hard for what I'm looking for. What about... Man, what was I listening to? I feel like everything I like is now classic rock. Yeah. Classic rock. Ooh, that might be too classical. All right. Let's roll some ads. Let me see. What do we got? Let's give you the... I think it's this one. I don't even know if these are available. I should figure that out. Got an ice cream sandwich. Well, Klondike bar.
Hello, today class, I will be teaching you the foundations of science, which the first thing you must understand is science is bad. And I know what you're thinking. If you haven't studied science, then how could you possibly know? You don't have to be educated to have a strong opinion. And if you're willing to believe that, then you're no smarter than stupid people. You can believe that. Dart dart. Squeak, don't be Here's good job, Squeak. You shall be rewarded with currency. Here's $1.
Thank you so much. This makes me feel like a true contributor to the society.
Ooh, delightful. Vote for Conformity Farm.
Yes! Yes! I like
Vote
this.
with your life.
Yes!
Vote with your follow.
Yes! Yes! I like this.
Vote by going to a Patreon account and putting your credit card information in and giving money to the Patreon account every month.
I hate you.
Oh, come on, it's free.
Dad.
See, Squeak? Doesn't that sound like a very nice way for someone to spend their dollar?
Yeah, I think that would be very nice if someone contributed. But I just only have this $1. So I think I'm gonna hold on to it.
Come on, Squeak, come on. Come on, Squeak, come on. Come on. Squeak, give me that dollar. Come on. Just give it. Oh, come on, Squeak. Don't be such a conformist.
Oh, I'm not a conformist. Take my $1. There you go. Call me a conformist.
And there you have it. Things have been done. I ate a Klondike bar even though I didn't need it. Where are we at here? We're about at the 1 hour mark. With arms wide open. We got one panel going. We can't stop here, sucker. Yeah, I'm glad you like the ads, Fujo Bear. Ooh, zombie. The cranberries. Ooh, the cranberries. Ooh, that gets you in the feels. Are you able to share of the new name of the title? And do you know the redesign of cover for it? I'm not redesigning the cover, but I'm changing it to, I think I'm going to keep Good Mud and Bad Science for the two books. But I think I'm going to put the book together and try to get it around the country as the book title as Mud God. I think that's bold enough. And it makes more sense, honestly. And so, hold on. So, I think you can see, yeah, what I'm thinking over here. Cheap views. Well, what do you know? So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Mud God, and then I actually might for that cover, I might mix the two covers together. But what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna offer this one for a more premium price, the 300 pager. So I'm gonna look into it, but I'm gonna have that as like a one piece, and then if we want to do it for cheaper, we could do it for two for cheaper or something. I don't know. I'll figure out what the price is. But yeah, that's the way I'm gonna do it. So I don't know how the comic book shops want to do it. But I'm gonna promote, yeah, both books or just one. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like two in one book, yeah. So I'll offer two books for cheaper, and then I'll offer one book for, because you know what I think it is. If you think about it from the merchant's perspective, a lot of these folks who own these comic book shops, they generally run the register, so they're there all day. I mean, they're kind of like they say, comic book collector guy, but they're essentially, what would you call them? What's the word I'm looking for? They are, what's it, like someone who's an arbiter? They're not arbiters though. They're people who are holding on to something in a given amount of time. But it's mostly, they're like, I guess you could say, just to get it out, they're like arbiters of pop culture. And so if they're going to try your new thing, they want to suggest something and then it actually has a payoff. So I think that the two book system, yeah, I don't know. I just have it set up for two books. So I'm still going to put that out. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think we're going to turn this into one book because I don't have time. I don't think I'm going to go back and do a third book anytime soon. I definitely have an idea for another book, but I want to get into animation instead. So I think it might be better to just do a one-off long form book. So yeah, that's what I've decided. So yeah, there's some work that'll be thrown out, but it's all right. It's just casualty stuff. Not everything has to be industrious, especially art. You have to be able to experiment. Back to the cranberries. Good question. Good question. You're like a journalist, Fujo Bear. I know, right? I can't wait to see the animation stream. So, you still selling it by website? Yeah, I probably will. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you'll know when it's done. But I'm excited to dive into animation. But I want this, that doesn't mean that we gotta rush this and risk the quality factor, especially since I missed the fourth quarter of putting this out. So we can still put a little more into it to make sure that it's something that, when we do something again, people look the other way. Or people look, so that guarantee that people will look the other way. No, that they'll turn their heads when next time something drops. guaranteed they look the other way. Is that a Freudian slip? So we might actually, to save time, why don't we add some black on this one? LOL, I've been like, this Conformity farm is just so awesome, and learning about what it takes behind the scenes is like no other streamer, so you are a real one for that. Wow, I really appreciate it. That's a cool thing to say. Yeah. I mean, I guess that is what's happening, huh? You know, it's a little bit better to do it on stream than it is just by myself. That's the cool part for me. Zombie, zombie. I got some cool ideas for animations too, and I think animations are going to pick up on the algorithm much better than the stuff that I post on Instagram. When I started Conformity Farm, you could post one still and get, do well. Now just the requirements are so high, it gets to the point where it's like, why would I do anything besides animation, honestly, at this point? So I might as well. You'll figure out animation is a ton of work. But you'll see it's not, I mean, it's within your grasp. It definitely is. But it's a lot of skills to obtain over time. And you just got to be diligent about it. And don't compare yourself to other people. You might be able to surpass them. But if you're comparing yourself to them, then you're kind of just... You can only be as good as less than them, So. But also, seeing what other people do is a good way to get your butt in gear. So I mean, it's a balance. I'm gonna go a little bit. Does this? Ooh, it's starting to do something, huh? I just gotta pick the right highlights. In your head, zombie, zombie. There it is. Let's do this part. Alright, so I might have the flow back, but I still gotta kind of pick the right stuff sometimes, And so let's do something like this, I guess. Let's see how this goes. No. I think we can go without that one. Alright, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Come on, now. Come on, now. You gotta wrap that up right there. Wrap that up right there. Right there. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's more cranberries. Let's get in here. Let's get in here. There we go. Yeah. There you go. You know what's going to be nice is like animating drawings like this. It'll be kind of cool. Maybe I should lighten this up a little bit. Does the gray bother you guys? There we go. Alright, let's get in here. Alright, now it's starting to look as silly as I was hoping it would. Look at them. And then maybe put the Leica in here. Maybe? Let's get rid of this one. We might be able to move on. What in the world are these lyrics? It's a very optimistic. Just keep doing. Let's see what we got here. Same era of music would be good. Default? Oh, I remember buying this album when I was a kid, and I didn't have very much money, but I did go and buy this CD. Run on down, well. It was the single that was really good. The rest of the album really didn't. Had like one song. They had a hook that kind of hit. There we go. Whoa, I live a life. Man, I remember listening to this in my Walkman CD, like Annie Skip Walkman, in my cargo shorts, in my pocket where the headphones went to my, up my shirt or whatever, and then I would ride a 20-inch BMX bike around my neighborhood. if that can draw a picture for you. That was really cool when they had the Annie Skip CDs. That was an interesting moment. Okay, and then we want to do this. If you could go back in time for a day, would you pick that day? No. No. If I could go back to a certain day, oh goodness. No, because those days weren't that great. I mean, those are just, I'm just reflecting from having this song, remembering where I was. But no, I wouldn't go back to that moment. I don't know where I would go. I'm not sure that even highlighting these cheeks does anything. Yeah, I mean, those days were novel. Don't get me wrong. I actually have a lot of interesting and fun thoughts from it. But back then, I mean, the world was kind of boring. There were video games and stuff, and, I liked the music, but the world is better today than it was back then. It was simpler. Meeting a stranger was more, was a bigger deal. Now people don't care about meeting people that way. They want to meet people through the internet. It's kind of nuts. Meeting someone in public can sometimes be weird. Ew, you're standing next to me? It's kind of an odd thing. I might be overgeneralizing that, though. People might be starving to meet other people, and that I'm just making that assumption. Oh, this is a good song. Incubus, man. That's some good feel-good music. Enjoying some music, man. Music might be the ultimate art form. I'm not a music guy, though. I'm a visual person. I love music. I got music in my heart, but I have not yet learnt. Wish you were here. Let's finish these eyes and maybe get a little more shadow around it. Get it in. Wait, for real? I would have thought the complete opposite. Maybe like winning an award moment or a trip to the movie theater or arcade. Well, I can think of fond moments, but you know what it is? It's because the limitations of the opportunity, which is that you get to do it once. There are some really cool moments. I really liked going to my buddy Mark's house in the morning before we would go to school. We would take the early bus and we would just smash out on Smash, and there was about 4 of us, and that was a fun time. for a little bit of time, and then we would go to school early, and then we would hang out in the lunchroom. That was my social life essentially. That was fun. But, you know, winters in this area are really rough, so the commute to school is I don't know why I live in this weather. I might end up leaving, honestly. Or if there's a way that I could come back and forth, I'd be all about that. Maybe I can make enough money to get a condo in Chicago, come here for the summer, and then leave for the winter. Yeah, walking in the snow. Yeah. You would definitely be the drummer in the band. No, I was not. I was actually the front man in the band. It's funny you say that. We had a band, and I was the front man. But I didn't really push it hard enough. I was doing too many things at once. Always wanted to do everything. Ooh, I like this song. I don't mind stealing bread. He says it better than I do. Okay, I think we got it. Stealing bread. Let's see where we started. We got through one, huh? Welcome to the stream. Wham. Let's cut this off. I love this anthem music. It reminds me of binge drinking. Man, if I was gonna get drunk, it would be to this kind of music. I don't mind. Oh, maybe we make the eyes even bigger. Yeah, there's something off here. Well, let's see what it looks like. This was the first version. Blood is on the table. So we got this one. Way more detailed than we got this one. I think it communicates what I want, but I got it. Maybe those darkened eyes make a big difference. Stealing bread. From the mouths of decadence. Ah, I get it now. See, I never really understood music. Ah, he's talking about class. What was the largest crowd you performed in front of? The largest crowd, what, in music? Gosh, probably 8 people, maybe. Yeah. I think this communicates it. And then I also think we should blacken the eyes, so let's go for that. It's definitely a good start. That's funny. Maybe we go even darker. The eyes remind me of the pineapple and tomato sauce. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. So I wonder if that pops enough. Well, let's put these together. Okay. Yeah, it's a little goofy, but that's okay. Oh, you know what's interesting though? When I was in city colleges, I worked at a bar in a neighborhood, and I hated it. And whenever I think about it, I don't hate it, if that makes sense. Working sucks. I mean, that's a big part of it. But when I go think back to it, because it was pre-COVID, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Kind of miss it. We gotta add some highlights in here. Maybe this one. There we go. These light little highlights actually do a lot. Man, is this even... Ugh. Oops. Okay. This should communicate. We might need to protect the text a little bit more. Let's see. Man, I wish someone else would do the lettering for me. Okay. I wish. Okay, so here's our new frame, right? Which we had to do before we actually did the one we planned to do. So we got this one. A little absurd. So absurd. And I keep going back and forth with the lighting. Alright, so what do we got here? So this is the turnaround. So it wouldn't be, have you seen the last Hamder? It would be, have you seen a Hamder? Have you seen a loose Hamder? It was the last one. Oh, chard. Yeah, what if they say oh chard instead of oh god? Oh, chard. Oh, chard. That's the last one. Okay. So for this panel, let's go back. Oh, I feel like this panel... Is this not done yet? Oh my goodness. Alright. I went from feeling like, oh yeah, we're right there, and now I'm looking at all the work that needs to be done. Oh, goodness. I think I was falling apart towards the end anyway, though. I was struggling. Alright, so... When she says she loves me... Laika! Oh, it's already 90 minutes. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for saying it looks great. I'm glad you can endure the music. Alright, let's cut this. Huh? And how does this play out? Whoops. Okay. Where we have... Oh, goodness. Oh, I do remember what needed the... what I had going on for the layout. Okay, we got this. Is this it? Where is that interaction? Yeah, this moves fast. Is there any way we can slow it down? So we got this one. Oh, goodness. I was in such a rush. No wonder I got burnt out. We got this. No, this must be in B's story. Oh, it definitely is. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, he's in his pocket. Oh, okay, so he can say, hey, have you seen this thing? And then he says, no. The thing's like, please. And then he's like, no. Okay, and then there's a build up to that. And then he's like, I am your servant. He becomes Jacopo, essentially. Okay, cool. Okay. So we could do this. We might not have to do... Yeah, this is some depressing music. On my own 2 feet again. Jeez. Where are we at here? An hour and a half. Not too bad. We're at an interesting impasse. This might be a good time. This This might be a good time to put it up for now. So I have a pretty good idea of what's going on here, what needs to be developed. It's a pretty big story. You like the music? I'm glad you like the music. Because I know the music... I need to do some streaming without music, though. Not in the sense of the streaming, just work. You can't always work with music on. I can draw with music on, though. Okay. What do we do? Alright, I'm going to call it... I'll be back soon, though. I'm back. I'll be streaming, y'all. I'll be streaming. Don't be worried. The streams will come. Alright, take care.
Bah.